Hello folks, in this guide we will be covering the best gear to be acquired within SIRCAA. I'll basically be giving you all of the best options available, and then I'll go through the most efficient way of working through them all. The main gear we will acquire is the following: the SSP-99 Ecologist suit and the PSZ-20W Convoy Armor, the unique Sidearm Gambit, a modded M860 Cracker shotgun and a modded Fora 221 rifle, as well as an integral A submachine gun, the Mask 1 helmet, both artifacts within this location and all of the attachments and blueprints, as well as a handful of additional weapons and supplies along the way. There are a few side notes before we get into this. First and foremost, there is only one piece of loot unavailable to those allianced with the ward, and it is the Mask 1 helmet. Everything else in this guide can be obtained by everyone. Every player will follow more or less the exact same path. I'm fairly certain that most, if not all, loot within this section can only be acquired during the main story quest that brings you to SIRCAA, meaning we will need to progress the main story up until this point in order to follow this guide. A word of caution, a lot of the loot can only be acquired at certain points, meaning be very diligent in how fast you progress through here. If you do go too fast, some loot will be unobtainable. This is a very linear and main story heavy section of the game. We won't be using the map much at all, as most loot is located underground. I will instead use small story beats and landmarks along the way. I have done my best to spoil as little as possible. I'll simply point you in the right direction and tell you where the good stuff is. Other than that, let's get started. Our first location is naturally the SIRCAA entrance. Progress the main story and then head into the facility.
Initiating guest protocol. Go ahead. They're waiting for you inside.
Begin heading towards the quest objective. Over the barrier and at the back of this section is a stash. Next, head inside of the facility. Once receiving Darlin's card, we will be directed to head up towards his suite. Before doing so, first head into the canteen area to find large amounts of water and energy drinks right here at the back. Next, begin heading up to Darlin's suite. Down the corridor and in Darlin's office, you will find this arrangement of pictures. Adjust the top right picture frame to reveal a safe. The hint for the safe code is found within Darlin's notes on the desk, or just simply copy off screen. Inside the safe, you will find the battery artifact. Once progressing the main story a little bit further, you will be given a unique Sidearm Gambit during a conversation. Progress further into the main story until finally heading into the first underground facility. Whilst here, you'll find this corridor where a scientist will call for help. Head down the corridor and kill the Bayon mutant. Once done, speak with the scientist to receive a key. Continue heading upstairs, and once entering this room, you will find a door in the back corner. Use the key to open this, and inside is a decent stash. Next, we want to progress the story until heading into the simulation trials. In the first trial room that is full of anomalies, take out your detector to begin locating an artifact. Be cautious here, as if you progress into the next room, the door will close behind you and you will not be able to return to this room. Once done here, progress through the rest of the trials, and upon exiting, take a right into this locker room to find a modded M860 shotgun and a modded Fora 221 rifle, as well as the SSP-99 Ecologist suit in the locker itself. The next piece of equipment will be unobtainable for anyone who has allianced themselves with the ward. Upon making your third and final decision regarding the main story, shortly afterwards a long cutscene will play out involving Darlin and Strider. As soon as this cutscene ends, anyone not allianced with the ward will find themselves in this tunnel. Simply follow it through to find the Mask 1 helmet inside of this stash. Next, we want to head to this location here on the map. Inside this building, there is a poltergeist to kill. Once dealt with, the USB drive, which is the quest marker, can be found on this desk. Heading out of this glass room and to either side, there are additional stairways leading further down. Head down here, and under one of the stairways is a stash containing the return mechanism sleeve tightener for the Integral A submachine gun. The next location is upon exiting the entire facility itself. You'll head through a series of underground rooms and hallways until eventually arriving in this flooded room with electrified water. Once you've hit the lever and ascended the ladder, head along the walkway to this room, mind the booby traps along the way. Head inside the room to find the Convoy Armor sitting on top of this chair. The final location is just before reaching the final locked door. You will find a very hard to miss Integral A submachine gun just next to this corpse. That's it for this guide, folks. I do have a range of Stalker 2 guides out currently, and I will be releasing future guides at faster paces than I have been, so do feel free to come and check out the channel. Otherwise, thanks for watching, and until next time, peace.